Keep on rocking and rolling. Boom. Great afternoon. Welcome to the community launch party. Give it up. Pew, 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 pew.
Meow, 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 meow.
As you can see, I'm eloquently dressed for this occasion because it's a
Yeah.
big day. It's a big moment in the history of this collective. So I want to just first acknowledge, honor all of you for creating time out of your day to be here with us. We appreciate it. Love Darius in the sky. He's not on the beach right now. He's in the sky, sky high with the poetry too.
That's right.
Yeah, this call is going to be fun, informative, and get you're gonna get to see this future mission and vision. So I'm gonna do some quick housekeeping. Reem's already started it in the chat where if you just let us know where you're from, where you're coming from, and if this is your first time joining, just put a number one. Number one, we'd love to see like who's here for the first time, who's engaging with us, and then we'll get to all that. And we ask if you can keep yourselves on mute as much as possible. I'm gonna John, because I can hear you right now. But yeah, just keep yourself muted, and we'll have time for questions toward the end of this call. And if there is a question you have like in between that, just put in the chat in like caps, like question, and then write up whatever question you have, so we don't miss it. We want to make sure we address everything, we get all these things answered. And oh shoot, what did I just do? My bad. All right, that I clicked off my screen for a second. I got scared. I don't know what I'm.
We
I
can
don't
see
know
you.
what's going on with me today. Anyway, all that said and done, we're gonna get into a few things about the mission, history of the BIPOC collective, introduction of our leadership team, and introduction of our websites and the membership platform. So I'm gonna share with you real quick because what I want to do right now is you guys have the location. I want to set an intention for today. So quick intention in the chat. Why are you here? Like, what drew you here today for this particular call? I would love to see that in the chat. And this is like not existential, like, why am I here on Earth? Like, no, like, why are you here on this call?
I mean, it could be if you interpret it that way.
Yeah. Well, I kept it super professional. I wrote down like my notes to make sure
Oh, look at you.
did not want to miss a step. Wow, you got a great turnout today.
Connecting, community building,
Yeah,
earn, shared space.
Celebration.
that's right. Celebration. It's a celebration.
Thank you, Zach. I see you.
Ooh, curiosity.
Curiosity. Connect and
Wanting to
celebrate.
support.
Learn more and for the community, grow and learn. All right, love it, love it.
Because you love us, Michael. Yes.
It's my man right there. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick if I can find it, and we're gonna play a quick game, and this is gonna lead into Reem sharing about the mission and the brief history. Like her and Gwen don't even know I like put this game together yet, so
No.
this is all fun for them. So can everybody see my screen? Launch party agenda. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Thumbs up, all that fun stuff. So give you a quick rundown of what that's gonna look like. So this is the game. If I can get to my screen. Dope. So this is the question. What's missing when you look at that picture? And you can feel free to unmute yourselves. I can't see the chat right now because I'm sharing the screen. So can anybody tell me what's missing or what there's potential lack of?
There's a black woman.
Who said that? Was that you, Michelle, or somebody else?
No, I was saying there is a black woman there. I just joined, so I may have missed the initial question.
No.
Hi, Michelle.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hi.
So yeah, we got one, right? We have a box that's checked. That's where we are. But out of what, 6 there? I mean, it's a small summit, so maybe we'll be fair to them. But has this looked familiar to anybody else on the interwebs over the last few years?
Yep.
Might be 5 speakers, 10 speakers, doesn't matter. But
Yep.
there's that box that's checked. We got that one. We got the diversity here. So this is a part about why we're here today and why this collective has existed for the past couple of years. So I'm gonna turn it over to our president, our founder, Mrs. Reem Labib Tyson, just to give you a quick breakdown about our mission and the history of this collective. So, Reem, it's yours for a minute. I'll get to the next screen. I think I have it on here. Here we go. Boom, boom.
Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Hi, everybody. It's great to have all of you here. I've met many of you, well, at least virtually. And so there's a lot of people, this is your first time, but I might know your name, or we might have interacted or engaged in some way. I'm Reem Labib Tyson. I am here in Washington, DC. It's my pleasure to welcome you back to the BIPOC Coach Collective. I'm sharing our mission here, and I've been sharing at the beginning of every one of our meetings. But the mission of our collective is to curate a brave and authentic space for coaches to connect, which we're doing now, in order to grow our own businesses, advance professional development, elevate our voices globally in the coaching space. And our goals from the inception were really to form a global community. So, it's great to have, domestic coaches that we know, but we also know that, the world is large, and we have this opportunity virtually to connect with so many different people in different ways, to be resources and to provide resources and opportunities, to elevate and celebrate. So hopefully you've spent enough time in our community so far to see that we really do pride ourselves on making sure that we're lifting up those who are doing things, and making sure that we're helping in that celebration, and also thought leadership. So we're a little bit more about that was, and then I'll tell the story of sort of how we got here, was to really make sure that, when you're looking for resources, when you're looking for a person or someone to bounce your ideas off of, that you have someone that you can partner with in that way. Alex, that's the only slide, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So a little bit of background about the collective. So if you notice at the bottom of the slide, it says that we launched in July 2020. And what that really means was I completed my coaching program in December 2019. And you'll see more of this information on our website, but also it was in the interview that Alex did with me. I felt like I didn't bring my whole authentic self to my program. And I was, disappointed with myself, but also realized that it wasn't, me doing that. It's really how it was impacting me. And so I figured, and just to call it out, Bill is here, and Bill is my classmate, so I'm not talking about Bill. But, I was like, let me see if we can get like 8 or 10 people together that are, from the global majority, just to talk shop. I just feel like I didn't have that. And so I threw a Google Doc together and put it out in the atmosphere, and people just started signing up. And so obviously there was this huge need and desire for this space. So it went from, I don't know, 10, 20, 40 people. And then I had to pause and say, okay, what am I going to do with all these people? Because I came up with a mission and the logo, but really I was like, I don't know. I was like, all right, let's just start meeting. And at this point, I got in touch with Gwen, who I was connected with in a different way, and just said, hey, tell me what you do? How can you help me here? And she'll share more about that at some point. But started partnering with her, and we just started having these meetings, and it was great. And it was bucket filling. And this is all during COVID. And so I feel like it served a really important purpose for those who were engaged, whether you were engaged in meetings or just engaged in the virtual space. And so, through this journey, as soon as the world started opening up a little bit too, I was also just ready to quit. I was like, okay, that was fun. Someone else can do this. Someone else has to, I was ready to retire. So I was like, I think, we'll take a summer break and we'll see if we come back. Although I still wanted it, I just knew I couldn't serve in the way I wanted to serve, and I couldn't do it by myself. So fast forward to now, I have the pleasure of partnering with Alex, Gwen, and Kibi in our different capacities. So we all get to use our own gifts and strengths to really run this collective, as a proper organization, to invite you all to join as members. And quite frankly, to really be able to support this work in a very meaningful way. So I think that's, giving you a little bit about the story and a little bit about, the why behind why we're here. And if it's okay, happy to take any questions. We have a little bit of time, or anything that anyone might want to share.
Yeah, I can't see the chat right now. Let me just, I'm stopping the share real quick to see if there's any comments or questions in the chat that is right now. So
Just me. I'm like, Alex, you got to drop the YouTube link for anybody that's missed the
listen,
interview.
I'm a maniac right now. You got to give me a minute. I will. Everyone's gonna get the link. Everybody's gonna get the link to the episodes and all that. So you'll see it soon. So thank you, Reem, for that breakdown and that insight about why this started, how this happened. Oh, love that comment, Desiree. Thank you for not quitting.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
Gwen had to be like, are you sure that's what you want to do? I was like,
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I saw the passion. I saw the light in your eyes. I'm like, is that really what you want to do?
Yeah. So back to the screen share because
Yes,
we do. So
exactly, Desiree.
Yeah, someone just asked, how do you join?
give us a minute. Like, hey, don't jump the
We're
gun.
gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, baby steps. We'll send this up. Lovely. So as Reem shared so eloquently that there's a team now, or at least
yay.
the foundation of what we're doing and who we are. So I'm gonna allow Lady Seagull to tackle this one for a moment while I.
Ooh. Thank you, Alex. Well, hi, everybody. I know that I haven't met everybody the same way that Reem has, but this is why, right? When Reem and I first connected, one of the first things that she said, like, I want to make this a membership thing, but I don't know how to, like, how do you go about doing that? Part of it is by knowing your members, who is part of the collective, and building relationships with them. And she literally went and called people and set up meetings one-on-one to get to know who you all are. And how do we serve you? How do we actually support what you like? How do we fill your needs, and how do we fill our own as well? Like, how do we make this so that we're not wasting our times, we're not wasting yours, and we're honoring exactly what this collective is about? So there have been surveys, there have been like feedback surveys from different events that we've done. There have been groups and chats on and offline through Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn for the past almost 3 years, so that we can get to know what it is that you guys want and what it is that you need. And Reem has done an amazing job between her and Alex and myself and Kibby, like actually really trying to get to know you. And we know that more people will be coming on, and more things will be asked, and you are going to want more things. But part of our job has been to really get a feeling for that and figure out a way to put together an organization, a proper, space for everybody, so that you can get all those things that you have been wanting. And how do we do that? Facebook is not enough. LinkedIn is not enough. Texting is not enough. Having a conversation here and there is not enough. The networking calls, the breakout rooms, that's where a lot of our work really comes to fruition. Like when you're in those breakout rooms and you make that connection and you learn something and you have a light bulb moment, that's when we really realize, okay, this is what really is working. And this is really what fills our cup. And it's something that fills like when you guys join, this is what fills you up, fills your cups as well. Building those networking connections, supporting each other, coaching each other, figuring out where opportunities are. That's all stuff that we figure, we've been doing this now for almost 3 years. We can put this together in such a way where you guys can have access to it. You will learn from it. You can share the news, spread the news, build community, network, do everything that you're already doing with much more support. We will continue, and we want to continue to elevate our coaches and all of our partners and everybody who's been supporting us, share the history, share the experiences, and just do it in a space where we're actually safe to do it. And we feel like, oh, nobody's judging you. Nobody's willing, like really secretly willing for you to like fall and trip and, mess up so that I can come in and take over. And I have to tell you, from 2020, when I first joined and I first participated in a call with the collective, I was like, wait, so this is what it's like to be in a room with people who actually want to support each other. Every single coach has their gift. Every single coach has their learning curve. Every single coach has their area, their way of doing this, of connecting with their clients, of connecting with people, of doing what they're doing for work and doing it outside. Just they have their own way of being and being unique and being authentic. And everybody in the room was actually like, "Wow, we can do this together. We can support each other." And for me, I had never in all of my life been in a space like that to this day. And I absolutely love it. So this is our passion project, our baby right here, this working, this membership group, this website, everything that we're going to be talking about. This is a product of all of those conversations, all of those surveys, all of that feedback, everything that we've been collecting from you, all the energy to be able to like respond to all these things and just really build and elevate our coaches everywhere that we are, and our partners as well. I mean, Alina, for example, Alina from Zenit Journals, she was here in the very, very beginning. And we were talking about a journal that helped, put things together for us and like actually responds to the things that we need. And it's a tool, and she's not a coach, but it blends perfectly. And to this day, she's still very supportive of our work. So it's things like that. We're people of color. We are people who really want to support each other and share our gifts in different ways. And this is our platform. This is going to be our global platform to do that. So that's the background on that. And that's my 2 cents for now. Throwing
Awesome.
it back to you, Alex.
Thank you. Those are lovely scents. And just up here on the screen as you're watching, there's just a quick bit of the logistical things about what we're doing, kind of our roles, and what you can kind of anticipate from us as we continue to grow. So Reem, really the master connector, the community builder. She's the one that you're going to be seeing a lot of, and myself as well, where I'm doing things on the programming side. So you see the Elevate and Celebrate podcasts. I'm probably going to be doing a lot with interviewing people, booking people to speak when we have our facilitation calls. If you've been with us over some time, if you noticed over the last few months, we've been inviting more speakers, more guest teachers, trainers, because why? You said you wanted this, so we are prepared to deliver that. We ask, you receive. Simple exchange, right? Gwen is the captain of making sure we're doing all the stuff we're supposed to be doing right, and making sure we're all in place. And Kiwi's like the mastermind, operation wizard, finance guru, just putting things in place. But we all, like you said, we all have our different gifts, and we all are here to up level this community. So hopefully that's clear for everybody. And moving along, if I can get this thing right. Oh shoot, no. Okay, so see, here I mess with the grand reveal.
Too excited.
I know, I'm hyped. So this is gonna be we're going. So for these 3 years, we are live.
There we go.
We are live. This is it. So I'm gonna stop this share real quick and put on another share so I can really walk you through what this looks like. So bear with me for a moment, y'all. But this is, oh shoot, this is where see, this is why I'm not allowed to be outside by myself. All right, I think, yep, we're good. So back to the screen share. So where we at? We here, folks. BIPOCCC.org, live and direct.
Woo!
Go on, dude. Y'all can applaud. Y'all can applaud.
You can take yourselves off mute. We needed to play a song.
But
Absolutely.
We needed to play the song, Alex. My song.
I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. So
We had Juicy playing earlier. People.
yeah, that's the theme song for today. So wherever you are, if you're gonna play it later, play in your car, play in your office, think of us. So look at this. Man, anybody recognize that powerhouse?
Tara.
All right, I did it.
My man Drew B. TL in the house, right? Look at this. Hey,
So
Awesome.
exciting.
yeah,
Seriously, my cheeks hurt.
so I'm just walking y'all through this, page by page. Obviously, the founders, here we are, this leadership team. Look at those faces. Aw. And we got you something, Gwen. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll. It's in North Carolina Wi-Fi. See, and there's Gwen. Hey, you're like twinning right now. You do the same.
I try, try.
That's right.
Consistency, Alex. It's all about consistency.
So the consistency, yeah. So you can learn more about our story, what we're doing here, and then for the question now, as far as who asked about how do you join? Well, here we go. This is what we've been talking about for the past few years, and why join? Well, what's in it for you? Well, one, a global coach directory. We've talked about assembling this, and we found a way with each other to navigate this, and some outside help with someone we partnered with to build this all together. But this is where it's at. Be listening to this global coach directory, the monthly events, the facilitation calls that we talked about, and also the monthly networking, and then opportunities to elevate you and celebrate yourself, through social media, through those different Instagram posts, and then obviously through the podcast and the video series. So this is what's happening. So we have a couple of different options, one on the premier side and one on the executive side. So I'm going to talk about the executive side first because there's things involved in there. So as you can see, this is the pricing plan. So just for anybody who's like, what's happening? We're like, we've been talking about this for a couple of years. So we're here to deliver the most value for you, and also use this as a marketing launch pad for you as well to say, hey, I'm featured on this website. This is my interview. This is a speaking opportunity. So you're going to get access to our newsletter, access to the LinkedIn and Facebook communities, our monthly networking events, a priority listen in our membership directory. So kind of think of like Google page one. Executive plan members will be on there first. Access to our recordings, discounts on special trainings and events, and different merchandise as we unveil that. Access to we call it job postings, but career things, things that we post on LinkedIn all the time, where someone's looking for a coach, this organization's looking for a proposal, all these different things. So you're gonna see that at least 48 hours before anybody else does. So that gives you a head start on that. So that's a huge benefit. We're going to talk more about office hours, and then this is the big things, right? We asked you what you wanted. You asked for peer coaching, certification opportunities, things like that for mentor coaching. So we're opening it up for peer-to-peer coaching sessions. We're going to put together buddy groups, and I'll be in charge of that. So, bear with me. We're gonna figure it out. We'll get it all right. Access to elevate and celebrate LinkedIn promotion. So like I said, you're kind of the cream of the crop. We want to make sure that you're highlighted first, you're elevated first, as you invest in this. And 3 ICF mentor coaching calls per year. So I think that's a pretty fair exchange for something that's $4.99 a year, or if you want to break it down to monthly, that's available as well. And then the premier thing, pretty much the same things, just a little bit of a lower discount on special events and fewer, 2 peer-to-peer coaching sessions instead of 4. And for starting from today through March 1st, anyone who signs up for the executive plan, well, the first 10 people, let's put it like this. First 10 that sign up, whether it's a monthly or the annual for the executive plan, we're going to give you some goodies. So I have to go stop the share and get back to my slideshow. But does anybody have any questions before I log off this? Does anybody, you can unmute yourself. I can't see right now who's raising hands or not, but if anybody has a question about that, feel free to ask, or if you want to put it in the chat, you can do that too.
Alex, do you want to take it off screen share for a minute and just open it up?
Yeah. Let me, oh my goodness, 53 new messages.
But don't worry, I've been I've been looking at them.
Likewise.
Oh no, I'm scared. Yeah.
I have a question.
Sarah, yes, ask away.
Yes. Has there been any discussion like to maybe meeting like annually to talk about the different events that are going on in the coaching community and to keep abreast of all of the changes and things going on and how it impacts BIPOC coaches and coaching overall?
Yeah, we definitely talked about putting together in whether it's an in-person event or something virtual or a hybrid mix. So that's a great suggestion, and that's something we'll definitely like. That's on the bulletin board. We're definitely gonna include that.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go for it.
I think so when we first started, I was like, oh, we're gonna have a conference, and then I wanted to retire. But now that I'm back, that is something that we would love to do. And so, definitely putting that down as a goal. But we also in time would love to offer regional meetups too and have people that are leading that. I mean, there's so much potential here. It's just we literally are doing as much as we can. To get this going. So questions are great, comments are great, sending us, emails and telling us, hey, we should do this, let's do this. We're open to it.
And just to add to that, to the question about like talking about current things or things that are happening, like touching base, our networking calls monthly as well have also been useful for doing things like that. And we will always take suggestions. Like if there's something that's really urgent, and we want to have something pop up or just a networking call or a check-in call for something that's happening currently, happy to host something like that. We are here for our members and to really support you in whatever. If there's something that you feel like it's urgent or that we should talk about, there's no real reason to say, let's wait a whole year to talk about something. This space is really, again, it is for us to be authentic and brave within our group as well, because we realize just how important it is to have a space where you don't have to be shy, or you don't have to hold back or code switch to be able to talk about things that are very important and that affect your day-to-day life. I mean, that is why we're here.
Yeah, great. Yeah, well said. Desiree, great question. Are the peer-to-peer coaching sessions one-to-one? And no, I have to apologize for blowing up the chat. We love the engagement here. So either of you want to tackle that one or want me to answer this question?
They are. Yeah, no, I could say that they are. The peer-to-peer coaching sessions are one-on-one. And part of the giveaways will also include some one-on-one coaching sessions. Sorry, Alex.
Stole my thunder.
I'm just getting ahead.
It's all good.
But yes, one of the things that I learned throughout my whole coaching journey and certification and starting up a business was how important it is to have another coach to talk to. And hey, can you check my coaching? Like, I'm feeling like this is not necessarily something that's working out with my clients. Can you help me with that? Can you sit down with me and just help me reconnect or battle my own saboteur every once in a while? That's what these peer-to-peer coaching sessions are for.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, thank you, Crystal. Our great question from Megan: are all of the monthly networking events moving forward open to non-members? Yeah, if I get your meaning, yes. We'll still open it up for people who are not members for those networking calls. The facilitation calls, that will be open to the paying members only, because we want to make sure that we're making the best use of our facilitators' time, and also that the folks who are invested and who are committed to this community, they're going to receive the most value from it. So hope that makes sense. Any other questions? Thank you, Michael. Oh man, Michael's gone. Christina's logging in. All right. Does anybody else have any questions about this? Because I want to share some more things about, we want to reward people who, I say, take action or decisive action takers. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen in a moment. And this time I'm not making it full screen, so I don't mess myself up. All right, so we went through this one already. So not to make this too like a webinar-y, whatever, but we have bonuses. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. So as Gwen hinted at before, we're gonna give four options available, and these are gonna be for the first 10 people who sign up for the executive plan before March 3rd, of this year, right? Not next year, March 1st, like 2-3 weeks away. And they get a choice from one of these four things. So there's two on this screen. I'm going to show you the next two, and then whoever wants what, you can select what you want. So one of the first decisive action bonuses are 2 half-hour business partnership sessions with our president, Reem. Whoop, whoop. So that's already awesome in itself. And there's another option for you to get some time with Gwen with 3 coaching to coach mentor
We're
sessions.
having a meeting. This is like what mommy does at work.
Well, if you have, thank you. Mute yourself, please. Thank you. And then the other 2 fast action bonuses, same thing again. First 10 executive plan members that sign up before March 1st is one 60-minute coaching strategy and messaging session with Kibi. And then what I'm prepared to offer is access to a free online course that I created a few years ago called The Coaching Identity. It's really designed for new coaches and getting started as you move forward in the profession. So just to recap, first 10 executive plan signs, whether you are joining on the monthly side or you just want to go annual all in, you get a choice of one of these 4 things. So calls with Reem, calls with Gwen, a call with Kibi, or this program from myself. And you can only choose one, right? We're not giving you all 4. You got to make your choice. We're not gonna be offended if you pick all Gwen. I'm not gonna be salty. You're gonna get served. So you have those 4 awesome options available to you before March 1st. After that, that's off the table. So I just want to make that crystal clear. And then any questions? David S. Pumpkin style. So this is where I'm going to open up for you guys. What are your thoughts? How are you feeling about this? And what do you see possible? So whoever wants to jump off mute.
Alex, we forgot to mention that Kibi is not with us live
Oh,
because
yeah.
in jury duty.
Yes,
Of course,
Kibi,
like the one day that, we would
Yeah.
need.
yeah, Kibi wanted to be here.
So-
Unfortunately, she got called into jury duty for this week. Like, honestly, you couldn't have timed it.
On Friday,
Yeah.
last Friday. It's just been a week.
Yeah, you can. It's just time. That's the way it works. But the 3 of us are here. We hopefully did her justice in holding it down, and that's what we're up to. This is the collective. The website's live. We're here, and we would love for you to be a part of this because most of you have been a part of this for so long. Now this is the next phase of this. Shilpa, come off mute. Thank you for raising your hand because.
Thank you again, Alex and Reem and Gwen, and greetings, everyone. I had a question about the coach directory and like among like potential clients, like who accesses that directory, or how does the directory work?
That's a great question. Oh wow, look at people already on this. Sorry, I was about to do a quick screen share of that. So yes, but
Do you want me to start?
yeah, if you can start while I get myself together and just show you the screen.
Oh, okay, showing is better.
Yeah. So this is preliminary what this directory looks like. So as people visit the site, right, potential clients, event planners, organizers, they're going to be seeing executive plan members first, right? Like kind of think of like SEO, you're going to be top of the screen. So if someone's looking for a BIPOC coach, this is the place to be. This is where you want to go. And this is a great opportunity not only for marketing yourself. I'll show you Reams because hers better. This is nice. Hers is nicer than mine if I can access it. So this is what your profile would look like, and you would belong to a group like a member group. We're going to just set that up as far as executive plan members and premier plan members, and there'll be different things we'll add in for each side, but this is a way for someone to connect with them, find you on LinkedIn, you see your website, see your email address, your company. So that's super helpful when someone can just go there right away, find a coach that they're looking for, and gather some quick intel like, all right, I like how they look, I like what they're saying, I'll resonate with their message, and I'm going to contact them ASAP. And what we're we're excited about providing for you all, is this platform, because like we said, this has been something that's been missing, at least in this concentrated space, right? It's kind of scattered, a couple groups here and there, and doesn't have to like talk bad about any group. Like we've been doing this for a couple of years, so we feel like we're an authority in this space of helping people connect and collaborate, and we just want to open it up for you all to do the same thing. Does it answer your question, Shilpa, or is there anything else?
Yeah, that's helpful. I'm curious as a little bit also like how this website and this directory gets in the awareness or in the hands of people who are looking for coaches, like what your thinking is around that.
I mean, I can speak very briefly as well on that. Like, part of what the resources that we're going to be able to use from the membership and everything will do is that it will help us advertise as well. We have, when you look at, for example, our networks, between everybody that's here, if we were all sharing, hey, I'm a member of this collective, the people that goes out to multiplies exponentially, because we are a global community. We're not just in one city or in one state. We really are everywhere. And just by doing that, by starting to advertise ourselves, we're already putting ourselves in other networks. There are a lot of people here that are in tech, that are in government, that are in education, that are in nonprofit spaces, that are in corporate spaces, big and small companies that are doing stuff for themselves. So having something that we can say, hey, I'm a member of this, I'm putting it on my LinkedIn and I'm sharing it everywhere, that already does a step. But having that very easily accessible for all of us to say, hey, I'm a member of this, here we go, that's already a big step. And it is up to us as well to do part of that work as a community to spread the news. Hey, we are here. We do exist.
Can I just add that, what really launched this in July 2020 was I was on a phone call, or was it a Zoom call, with a company outside of the United States. And the person literally said to me, it's really hard to find colored coaches. And I usually like respond to things, but I think I was so thrown off that I think my mouth was just like agape. And I was like, okay, well, this conversation is over, but I am going to go find them myself. So that's really like why this is all how this came to be. And I just want to be really clear about that, because I hear that often. People are always like, well, I can't find it. It's like, well, you're not really looking. And I think it's ridiculous. So I just wanted to sort of add that piece with like the passion that comes behind it, the fire. But that's why this came to be. And I also think the power is in the group. So when someone says, I wish I could hire like X, Y, oh, great. You know what? Like there's a director right here. So I think it's up to all of us to really put this information in front of people.
Yeah, well said. And just as we mentioned before, this started in July 2020, just a few people now. There are hundreds of people around the world who have heard about us, who have shown interest. Imagine what we do, word of mouth, right? As a movement. The movement moves through its people. We are the movement, so this is how we continue to grow and expand. Sarah, happy to answer your question.
Have there been any thought about getting sponsors?
Absolutely. That is something that we are actively pursuing. There's a spot you can see on this screen share, give, and this is going to open up opportunities for those who who are not identified as BIPOC, but are like, I love what you're doing. I love what I want to contribute. All right, well, we'll give you an opportunity to donate and do things of that nature. And we're going to be aggressively pursuing sponsorships at some point. And if it's something that maybe an executive plan member wants to talk about, we're gonna have that conversation. So for sure, especially
And
as we want to have events too, we're definitely going to be looking for sponsorships.
and also just to add to that, Kibby is really she's going to be like our main board member that's going to be working on like partnerships and sponsorships as well. She'll be a great contact as well to say, hey, these are people that we think would be great sponsors or partners for the organization. Speak with her or speak with us, and we'll share everything with her as well. But yes, the question is absolutely yes. The other thing too that because I mentioned that, is we will have board positions open. The collective was formed as a nonprofit organization. And I don't think we really discussed that as well. Our team, we're really built as 4 people right now that are actually working in a very linear fashion, each one with their gift supporting everything that the collective is doing as an organization. But we will be going out and looking for board members. We will be looking for sponsors and partners, people to help support everything. Don't need to be staff, but hopefully we'll be as we grow, we'll be able to bring more people on board and really start to do a lot more work. So if you're interested in that as well, let us know.
Awesome. Colonel Boggs, good to see you.
On the note on sponsorship,
Yeah.
I would offer the first organization that should be gone to is ICF. ICF is always asked about minority coaches, and I remember those conversations when Reem was getting started with this a few years back, about where are we, and we are here, and ICF is the first place you go and make sure that they know that this exists. They have to know that this exists, and they have to support with their treasure, not just lip service, but treasure. Yeah. But lip service is better than no service. I'll just point that out. Then I would, nice too. Absolutely right. Change is always nice. And secondly, and we can talk about this offline, about other organizations, other minority organizations that are out there. For example, the National Minority Supplier Diversity Council needs to know that this exists, because this is for minority companies, but minority companies need coaches too. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'll stop there. This could be a very long conversation about where to go. And of course, I'm willing to help. Hey, all right.
I know where to find you, so it's happening.
Yes, you do. I'm not hiding. Okay.
Thank you, John.
Appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, if I may mention a couple of things. First thing, I am a subscriber to the channel. I highly recommend. That's great, just in terms of your reach and impressions. The second thing is I'm also going to become a monthly subscriber. Good thing. But from the executive team, I'll just put it out there, and maybe you can speak to it, is if there's a specific need, whether it's around technology, logistics, demand generation, marketing, that the team could benefit from like now. I'm open for business. I can't speak for anyone else, but this is a very, very much needed platform. I applaud you guys. You had options in terms of how you can spend your superpowers, and thank you for reinvesting in this.
Man, Coach Neil, man, appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
It's all
Look
good.
at this. You guys, we have members that are signing up. Bill, thank you so much.
Of course. Of course. I mean, and I don't mean that like an arrogant way, like, yeah, duh. But anybody who's been in this space, I'll give my story real quick, right? 2020, I was in a different program. Rich Litvin had created this group called the Kaleo Project, and that was my first time ever being in a room with about 29, 30 other coaches of color, Black coaches specifically. And it was wild, it was transformational. And that was in the summer of 2020. And somehow, I don't know how, the big man upstairs put it together. He put me in Reem's orbit, and I found this collective, and the difference for me with a lot of other people is like I just kept showing up. I wasn't necessarily coming from a place like, oh, well, one day I'm gonna, become the vice president here and kind of and run calls. Like I just kept showing up, and I found this community, found this family that stretched me, challenged me, made me think different about a lot of things, but also embrace the different quirks and ideas that I have in the different spaces of creativity that I bring. So that's what has drawn me here. And I forgot what the point was I was going with this. I'm on a tangent right now. But I
Your
think for
story of how
everybody,
you
oh yeah,
got
back to like people signing up. Anybody who's been here, it's been a consistent theme of like, wow, I've never had a space like this before. I felt home. That's been a recurrent thing that's keeps showing up, and that's what we've now put in a package, so to speak, with this website and this membership platform. And just know that this is just the beginning, right? We're building this plane as we keep going, and you saw what we've done in a short amount of time. If you could see the amount of emails and Slack messages and Zoom calls that we've been on, I'm sure you're like, Alex, can you like turn your brain off? Because every minute it's like another idea. But I'm excited about this because this is what we can do. This is what happens when we can build a table together and not be like, man, why aren't we here? Well, we are here. We just need to come together and show out. Soapbox over. I'm done.
So I know people have to get going to whatever you're doing next, but I at least honestly very grateful for everybody who's here and for those who are not here but are going to listen later. From the beginning, this was, and I would always say this, and I'm very sincere that this was never about me. It was to show somebody what they said was incorrect. But the other thing was really just, this is what I needed, and I got what I needed, but I feel like I get so much, from every time that I get to connect with folks in our space. And I just, want to share the appreciation I have for everybody for being here and, supporting. So thank you.
It's so exciting, everybody. So exciting. I know. I feel like we kind of need that music, Alex. And I know we're gonna get in trouble with YouTube, but I got some Rihanna and some Beyonce like in my head right now. I'm getting ready for this weekend.
Wait, Alex, did you have
all right. Before I do that, we got to get the customary group selfie because this is a big one. So everybody like look good. I'm gonna make sure I don't get anybody like picking their nose or something like that. So look stylish. Look your Sunday's best. All right. 3, 2, 1. And cheese. Oh, look at us. Beautiful face.
I wasn't blinking.
I got page 1. I'm gonna get you on page 2. I didn't forget about y'all.
So I'm gonna play my song in the background. Don't worry.
All right.
I have a quick question. I was a little bit late.
My bad. Sorry. Christina.
First of all, hey, I'm super excited about this. And I just want to know, will there be like a recap email sent with kind of all this information clearly?
Yeah,
stated?
absolutely. Yeah. We're gonna send the replay of this for everybody who's registered today. Definitely a recap and where you can find the podcast and obviously the website link as well now. So it'll be all there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's been a long time coming. Now, let's celebrate.
My pen.
Whew, it's hot. I don't wear this. Sweating.
BIPOC.
Edited version. Yeah. I was close. I almost messed up.
So, does anyone else have anything that they want to come off mute and share?
Say what?
I was saying, does anyone just wanted to see, as people are cycling off, is there anyone have anything they want to share before we close?
Yeah, Ray, Miss Doris. I just want to say I have been here since the beginning, and this has really, really been a place for not only brotherhood, sisterhood, but I belong to ICF as well. And the energy is just so different. And I get connections with people that are not only like mine, but help me as I start this coaching journey. And I did get accepted to BIPOC. So I'll be starting with the high schoolers. And I'm so
Yay.
excited because that is someplace that I wanted to
Yes.
be with
Excellent.
the kids. And so I would not have found that if it didn't come up on my feed through BIPOC. So thank you so much. It's
Thanks, Doris. Thanks for sticking with us.
successful.
Man, I love hearing that. Thank you, Doris. Thank you for sharing that, and we appreciate it and can't wait for what you continue to do and the impact you're going to make for these young men and women. Kenyatta, what's up? Haven't heard you.
Hey, hello
Hey.
everyone. I just want to say congratulations. I'm signing up for my membership right now. So I am so excited and just to be more of a part of this community. I'm fairly new. I'm excited. Congratulations about setting up all the memberships and bringing all of this together. So I don't know in what capacity, I'll be able to be here and participate, but I'm signing up for a membership right now so that it becomes more top of mind, as I think about all the things that we all could do together, and how I can support and how I can get support, from this organization. So please, everyone, reach out, connect, and I'm excited to just be here. So congrats. It's
Thank
really
you.
fun.
Thank
Thank you
you
for
so
putting all this
much.
together as well. So
Yeah, we want this, the idea behind this website and everything is to be like one hub. So you find about the community events, you find about the directory, connect everybody. We're gonna have like this really kind of like this secret room where everybody's just together and
no
networking, and
secrets.
collaborating, right? It's just like that's been the vision of this thing of yes, having you visible, but also creating a nice safe bubble for people to just talk shop, and this is what this has been, and I love it. Love you all.
Wait, Alex, there's a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Just a quick question. Well, really just a comment. My name is Nasika. I just received this email, the Black Enterprise Women of Power Summit. Some of you might have seen this email. They're looking for coaches March 10th and 11th in Las Vegas to do some laser coaching. It's a little late. The deadline to respond was the 8th of February, but I'm going to put the woman's name and email address in the chat in the event that that's something you would be interested in. It is unpaid and you do have to cater for your own travel costs, but a great opportunity to network at the Black Enterprise Women of Power Summit.
Great.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. See, this is what happens. One person says something, and another idea. This is the power of our community. So if anybody has a question like, oh, how does this grow? Well, how are you all here? Somebody told you about us. Somebody spoke up, amplified their voice, and said, hey, you need to check this out. You need to be in this room. This is a room for you. And so as we get to the end of this, thinking, we're excited, we're hyped up, we're pumped up right now, but also opportunity to slow down and think about who in my world should be here, who in my world will benefit from this, and who in my world will contribute to the growth of this collective. So that's a question for you to play with and think about. Anyway, are there any more questions, any more comments, anything in anybody's mind, anything that someone wants to say but hasn't said yet?
Somebody asked if there will be information on past events and things like that. Our Facebook group will remain open for the next couple of months, but we are going to be transitioning a little bit more. We're going to be transitioning more to LinkedIn for our members in a private group. So keep it professional, keep it in the space that we were using. And what else? We will be sharing more stuff on the website as well. Like past events and different things like that will be on the website so that you can see it. As Alex said, we are still building a lot of these things up, and the websites, the profile pages for our members, all of that stuff will be reflecting all the different things that you're asking for, any bugs that need to be fixed, et cetera, et cetera. So we're working on it. Any questions, any suggestions, we are fully open and happy to receive them. And yeah. So touch base, please. Olu.
Yeah, no, I just want to say I'm truly excited. I was also here in the beginning, and I remember having these conversations, and it's just great to see just the continued growth and development of this community. And I'm just really excited to see what the next iterations are going to look like and how they're going to benefit us and how we're going to take that coaching world by storm with the genius of our collective. So just really excited. I just signed up.
Thank
So
you.
we're
Oh
looking to
man,
it.
appreciate you, Olu, man. See, it's
Absolutely.
this is the other thing about this group, right? It's just good people,
Yeah.
right? Just good people. Like I would say, for me, I haven't met anybody here in person yet. That's yet will happen. Gonna make that happen, but it doesn't feel awkward. It doesn't feel like, oh man, like, can I talk to them? Like, no, it's just we're here, we're family. So this is what we've hoped to curate for you all, and we're grateful that you receive it in this fashion. So I can't believe we got this all done in an hour. I was freaking out, like we need like an hour and a half, but we got through it. You guys had some great questions, great comments, and if that's it, then we're gonna close on shop. Let you get down with the rest of your day. And
Happy Friday.
yeah, happy Friday, happy Black History Month, happy Everyday Month. It's all our histories. Oh, wait. Oh. How do we share RFPs and RFQs with the group? So right now, I would say LinkedIn would be the place, but as we get more clarity on how we're going to use this membership portal, I would say that that's probably going to be in there. Like we'll direct everything into the portal for plan members, and then whoever wants to take advantage of it, jump on it. It's fair game. Hopefully, does that answer your question, Cynthia? I kind of half answered it. I kind of gave you a tap dance, but it's the place to be.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
I'll reach out specifically with
Yeah.
the actual.
Yeah, anything specific, you can reach out to myself or Gwen or Reem or Kibi directly. It's our first names at BIPOCCC.org. Emails that same.
Okay, great.
Everybody.
Hey, we have Cynthia.
Yes.
Did you have a question? Sorry.
That was.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
question.
that was it. Okay.
Yeah, she's good.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
All
it.
right. So now we're at 159. So
Yes.
this is the last call, final call. Any questions, any comments? Last but not least, right?
We'll last until we see you all on the 24th.
Yes. 24th.
Yes.
That's our next monthly networking. Come chill out, hang out. We're gonna do speed networking and do what we do on those calls. So
Yeah.
case closed. We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you all.
Hi, have a good Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go
Riri.
Chiefs.
Go
Yeah.
Eagles.
Wait, whoa.
I'm here in Phoenix right now, and it is wild.
Take that Philly energy somewhere else. The New
No,
York
no
Giants
Philly
got robbed.
energy. No, man.
I have
Eagles
it.
all day.
Eagles all day.